Hi, I'm Terrence with Boykin Realty, brokered by Keller Williams, and today I'm here to talk to you about how a rent-to-own can actually be a disaster for you and your family. I wanted to do this video today because I get a lot of calls from people that are asking, hey Terrence, do you know if there are any rent-to-own or lease-to-own properties? A few red flags pop up when I get a call like this. First, I'm thinking about the client, and if they're asking about a rent-to-own in a seller's market, that means they probably haven't been very educated on the real estate markets and how it works. The reason I say that is right now we're in an extreme seller's market. We've got about 2 months of supply in Wake County. So if you think about it from a seller's perspective, a seller right now can put their home on the market, sell it within 7 days, and for above market value. Why would that same seller put their house on the rent-to-own market where they're not going to get their full sale price for their house for years down the road? I don't think a lot of our buyers think about that. And that's why I say a rent-to-own could be a disaster for your family. Because when property owners put their homes up on the rent-to-own market especially during a seller's market, you're probably dealing with a few issues. And here are 3 of them. The first one, most property owners in a rent-to-own situation pretty much know that that incoming buyer is not going to do a home inspection. When I represent buyers, I always recommend that they get a home inspection. Well, people in the rent-to-own category are probably just happy that they were able to get into a home. So they're going to forego a lot of the inspections they should do. They may be even thinking, well, while we're renting it, if something goes wrong, the landlord will repair it. Well, as we all know, landlords don't always make all the repairs. And while you're renting it, you're probably not going to know about foundation issues or a lot of the major expenses that you might have as soon as that rent-to-own period is over. You may have to do tens of thousands of dollars of repairs on that home. The second reason why I say a rent-to-own could be a disaster is a lot of people that are putting their homes on the market for rent-to-own pretty much know that the person coming into that situation probably has bad credit and they haven't prepared to really own a house. So chances are, once they enter into that situation, 6 months, 18 months, 2 years down the road, they're going to default on that rent-to-own situation for some reason. Now think about it. That person has been paying a higher than normal rental rate because they're actually paying a little more each month to purchase the house. Seller knows that. He can now just put that house right back on the rent-to-own market and get even more money. This also comes into play because we know most people in today's market will move within 5 to 7 years. Chances are you will not have paid that home off in that 5 to 7 year period. So you also have lost all that extra money you were paying above the normal rental rate. The third reason a property owner would put their home on the rent-to-own market is because they know, chances are, a buyer is not going to get an appraisal on that house. So that property owner can list that house way above market value and it'll never be questioned. Again, mostly because that buyer is just so happy that they were able to get in a house, they're going to overlook that. You may end up, over the long run, paying tens of thousands of dollars more than that property is actually worth. So I hope this was able to help some of you buyers out there that are truly desperate in this market right now to buy a home. Now, a rent-to-own situation may be great for a few. It's probably not great for most of you buyers out there. If you are considering a rent-to-own situation, reach out to me. I would love to talk to you about it, or at least have a home inspection and appraisal done on that property before you enter into that rent-to-own contract. If you have any questions, give us a call, 919-675-9967, or find us at RaleighsBestAgent.com. See ya.